Jai Shwagaji, everyone. Good evening. Let's all raise our Kundalini, take the bandhan and bow down to Shmataji. Let's all find a comfortable position and put your attention a bit on your body, just to detense. Sometimes without realizing, we tend to become quite tense, especially if we stay at a desk. So let's try to maybe roll our shoulders, do a bit of stretching with our hands, and maybe we want to also stretch our neck a bit, but just to detense a bit our body and to bring our body into a comfortable, relaxed position. And let's take our attention inwardly. And we're going to start with some breathing exercises. And it's very important to stay with your back straight and your shoulders down, your head up. And just take some deep breaths in and out through your nose. So you breathe in through your nose and you breathe out through your nose. Just take a few deep breaths in a few times. And now we do the same breathing, so deep breath in, but this time we're going to breathe out through our mouth. So we breathe in through our nose and then we breathe out through our mouth. Please don't forget to stay straight while doing this. And now we're going to breathe in, hold our breath, and then breathe out. And this time we're going to count. So it's up to you. It has to be something that you feel it's easy to do. So do not strain yourself too much. So you may want to count till 5. So breathe in till 5 and then hold it, count to 5, and then breathe out and count to 5. Or if you can do 6 or 7, it is up to you. But just try to hold your breath for the same amount of seconds, and then so inhale, hold, and exhale for the same amount of seconds. Just do this a few times.
Say we have got prana and mana. Now prana represents the right side and the mana shakti is the left side. Alright? These two have to be dissolved. Laya means dissolve. Now how do we do it? To dissolve these two things. They are connected with each other. After realization, not before. So before meditation, we give ourselves a balance. Alright? Which side is more, which side is less. At the time, supposing you are emotionally that time disturbed, then you put your right to the left. If you are that time disturbed on the left side, disturbed in the sense that if your left side is frozen, then you raise your left side and give yourself a balance before meditation. Now, let us see which side is less, first of all. Put your hands like this. Like this. Are you all right? Getting cool breeze? Getting it? And this I'm not. All right. Better? Are you getting in this side? No? Something moving? Cool breeze is coming now. Is there cool breeze? Is it? There is cool breeze in your hand? Are you feeling? All right. So once you have given yourself a balance, then the best thing is to pay attention to your emotions, to Manasya. Watch them. You can enlighten your emotions by thinking of your mother, right? Just enlighten them. Just she will solve the problem. Whatever are the problems in the mana, all right? So once you get connected with those emotions and you start looking at them in your meditation, you will see these emotions are rising within you, and if you try to put these emotions on your mother, as they said, the lotus feet of your mother, they will start also resolving those emotions, and they'll become sort of expanded, expands. You will extend that in such a way that you will feel you are in control of these emotions. You are in control of them, and by that controlling those emotions, your emotions which are expanded, enlightened, are powerful. And these emotions, when you feel that way, then the cause of those emotions can be solved. For example, just now, you got emotionally stirred up because I talked about, say, these children. Naturally, anybody would be. Now, when you are stirred up with that, you put that problem of those feelings that are rising in you, that those waves of feelings that are coming at the lotus feet of your mother. So they get touched, say, by that power, you can say. Then these emotions become enlightened. And when these emotions become enlightened, they have a power to solve the problem. Do you see the point? As if they have reached the shore where they got the light and this problem can be solved. Because now you are not in an individual self. You are in the expanse. You are in the samashti. And because you have entered into that position, that's why you have got these powers of entering into another person's body, to see the vibrations of another person, to raise the kundalini. Otherwise, you could not have done it. So for you it is very easy to do it, because I am also sitting here in person. So easy to put these emotions just there so that they get enlightened and your wish is fulfilled. Because emotions are nothing but wishes. These are unfulfilled wishes. Now, how they do it otherwise is also this way, that you take up these emotions and put them. So that is, these emotions are actually the left side, as I said, is the desire. So the desire is taken, any desire, and is put in the prana. Now how do you put it on the prana? That you control your prana. That's why they do pranayamas. See? Like you sit down now very comfortably. Now you have a desire, you put your attention to that. Attention is very important, see? Now this attention is to be put onto the prana. So the emotions are there, and then bring those emotions and put them into your attention. Means they are now, you are aware of them. Now what you do is to watch your breathing. See now. Try to reduce your breathing. Reduce it. In the sense that you have breathed out, wait for a while, then breathe in. for a long time. Then you breathe out. So in 1 minute, your breathing will be less than normal. Alright? Try that. Breathe in. Now with the emotions. Keep the attention on the emotions, you see, so that the connection is established. Mm. Better? See the Kundalini rises? Now when you are breathing, you find that there is a space in between, which you just leave it vacant. Breathe in. Now leave it vacant. Now breathe out. Now leave it vacant. Breathe in. Keep it there. Then leave it. Keep outside. Now breathe in. Now start breathing in such a way that you stop your breathing. Attention should be on the heart, or could be on the emotions. Better. Keep the breathing inside for a while. Bring it out, then outside for a while. Then again. Then you'll find that for a while you will not breathe. See, you settle down. The laya takes place between your prana and your mana. Both the Shaktis become one. Now, at this stage when you are silent, now you think of your intellect. It's lost. Just think of it, it's lost, it's no more there. So what is happening actually, that this laya, the attention goes into the intellect and enlightens the intellect. See, the thought is not there. Try to find your intellect within yourself. Now see, where is my intellect? Try to find it. It's not there. It's not working. Again try it. It is working, but it has become the samashti. It's become the collective now. See now? Did you follow that?
In this state, let's keep on meditating for a few moments in silence.
You must understand that this power that you have, what it does to you, what it creates it. The most important thing is, by this power, you become thoughtlessly aware. That is, you come in the present. To achieve the present is an impossible task. So once you are in thoughtless awareness, what happens? That no thoughts bombard your mind. Wherever you may be. You may be in America, you may be in any place, you are not bombarded by thoughts. So, what does that mean? Into very simple language we can say, it means that you do not reflect. You do not have a reflecting mind. Now, this is the basic problem of Saj Yogis of today, which one should try to conquer. That you do not reflect. That's the only way you can achieve your steady hand. For example, I've seen people, for nothing at all, they'll just start laughing. Nothing at all. They see somebody, immediately they react. This was nice, but not so. They start giving their opinion, especially in the West, about everything. Everybody seems to be very knowledgeable, and start telling what is best, what is not the best, what is not good. And once they start saying something like that, mind becomes reflective. If the mind is not reflective, then you are thoughtless awareness. Watch anything, just to watch, just to witness. You should not reflect. If you are using your mental power, then this power subsides. This is a very common defect with people, because I think you people are more intelligent, you think maybe, I think you are well educated, might be, I don't know, whatever you think. But this reflecting mind is a very dangerous thing for spirituality. You'll never grow. And then with the reflecting mind, you have different emotions. With something, you reflect on somebody. Now, if it's your son or daughter or something, you get identified. Identification with some is artificial. It's not in reality. But because of this mind reflects, it identifies. Now many identifications you have dropped out. For example, your bias about religion, about races, about maybe nationalities, you have dropped out. But still, I would say, the reflecting mind still acts. And this is the greatest hurdle for the progress of Saj Yogis of today. I've been thinking, why is it the reflecting mind is so active in Saj Yogis of today? If you could stop reflecting, immediately you establish yourself in the ocean of peace. You watch something, just watch. There's no ripple of thought in your mind. Then you become extremely creative. You become extremely dynamic. You become extremely compassionate. You have no fear. Some people think if you are compassionate, you see this man might lynch you. You have no fear. All virtues that you have to enjoy, you can only enjoy when you do not reflect. That means that you leave everything to the divine. You have not in charge. You don't see that you have to be reflecting on something. This is the greatest power you have got, is not to reflect, not to look at somebody with that kind of. I have seen this is still there, lingering. Perhaps I never told you about it. Maybe one of the reasons. I don't say that it's only your fault, but maybe mine. because I couldn't find what was exactly wrong. That is the reflection that you have about others. Now, I told you have introspection. For introspection, also it can be reflection. But that at least gives you idea as to where you are. But with that, psychologically you can become extremely depressed, you can condemn yourself. Then you may not understand yourself as a personality that you are. And you'll go on sort of losing your vibrations, losing your power. Because you are not control of yourself. So introspection also, if it brings about depression and demeaning of your personality, best is not to introspect also. Because all these mental activities I've seen create problems. But in a state where you are thoughtlessly aware, introspection comes to you automatically. You see it automatically. You understand it automatically. You do not think about it. It just comes to you. The whole picture comes to you and you are at peace with yourself. You are never in turmoil, never in trouble. Then you don't get angry, then you do not argue, then you do not discuss, but you become as if dropped into the ocean of awareness. And you don't have to worry as to solve something. When you are reflecting, then you find that this power works. Now it becomes very contradictory to say that you have to project and you don't have to reflect. Now when we reflect, we absorb. When we reflect on something, we absorb that thing. And mostly our attention goes to the defects of others. This person is no good, that is not good, this is the hair not all right, the sari is not all right, this, that and all. So what are we doing? We are absorbing all the bad things also. Now when you start admiration of something, then what happens? That you may not get the bad things, but at least you are on a better line. But still, the admiration in thoughtless awareness is really very deep. I saw this in the eyes of this great scientist. Absolutely, he was just one with me, and his eyes were like an ocean of peace. He was just looking at me. And for quite some time. And then he came to his thoughts and he told me that this is what we can do with your photograph. So the depth in you will only come when you do not reflect. But it's very common with human beings, especially in the West. This carpet is no good, that is no good, this smell is coming, that is there. Always trying to judge others. Judge other things, which is important. What is so important? If you are sitting in the garden of heavens, what does it matter where you are sitting, what you are doing? This sets in, this reflection sets in waves of thoughts in our mind. I have already once described it by drawing, how the energy that falls on the right side goes to the left side, and the falls on the left goes to the right, crosses over because of two types of cells we have. Then out of this energy that goes to the right, the energy that goes to the left, it is sucked in partly into the sympathetic. Now whatever is left out is the one that reflects. That is the way it goes on reflecting. Now if you can suck in all that energy and put it on our sympathetic, then all our energies will be thousandfold much more. Will not be tired, will not be unhappy, will be able to stand lots of nonsense. But will not call it a nonsense, will not think it's a bad thing, so it has no effect on us. This quality we have to develop. I would say with this today's special celebration of Navratri, like yesterday you saw the Durga's 9 forms also. In that is one is Kushmanda, as this was told. That you absorb all the filth within yourself, in your stomach. But Devi does that, not you. What a Devi can do, you should not do. That's her job. That she is supposed to do this, not you. What you have to do is to only be in silence so that you absorb whatever will increase that silence, will increase your depth. Devi will look after all the other rest of the things. She look after all the filth, all the anger, all the temper, everything that's going on in this world. She will absorb all that. But what you have to do is to just enjoy everything that is pure. Enjoyment is only possible when you are beyond your mind. With your mind you can never enjoy. It's like a big load. It will not act. It will not help. Enjoyment comes when you are in complete silence, in a ripple-less lake. The reflection of all the joy that is created on the shores of that lake are completely reflected. They are not deflected. If there were ripples, it would have been a different image altogether, and would have been something nowhere near the image of reality. So one must have a mind which is kept lower than reality. In the reality, actually, it is nothing but peace and joy. Now, a mother's desire is always that children should have nothing but peace and joy. No sufferings, no starvation, no ordeals, nothing. They must just enjoy. Now those days are gone. But even to enjoy this, even to live in that complete peaceful state, you have to be non-reflective. Now you watch yourself. You will be amazed how much reflecting we are. When Devi is doing all the job for you, when Parama Chaitanya, I don't know how many things it is doing, is trying to fill up the whole atmosphere with its activity. What is your activity should be to stop your mental activity. You will be amazed. In that state only you will grow. With that growth only you will become like this scientist. How the contradiction now is that when you have your depth, you can project your depth, not your mind. Sometimes when I say project, people think it's the projection of the mind. No. You have to project that depth, that reality that is within you. For that, you don't have to think, you don't have to plan. It will just work. But you be the instrument for that projection. It's nothing subtle. It is very simple to understand. Like I am talking on this instrument, all right? Now, if this instrument is absolutely all right, there's no problem in it, it will be peaceful. But if this is full of ideas and thoughts like our brain is, whatever I'm saying will not be the same that will be broadcast. In the same way, when our mind is full of turmoil and arguments and what you can say, comments, or we can also say the reflection, then what happens that this mind gets into like a whirlpool of disturbances, and it cannot project itself fully because it is disturbed. It is not a normal thing. So now you'll understand there's no contradiction. You can only project yourself when you are absolutely peaceful. And this is what we have to learn. This is Navratri's great days are here, and that you should know that it starts actually in the Western world from the 21st, in the equinox, after the equinox, in September. There are two Navratris we have, see. One starts now and one starts after the second equinox. Now in this equinox, Mother Mary's birthday is the equinox. And that's why people celebrate her birthday. They don't know why she was born on equinox, see, for the balance. Then, you see, because nothing was explained about the lives of these great incarnations, people use them the way they like, because they have seen miracles with them, so they do not try to understand why this equinox and why this is celebrated. Now, I was told in Iran, this is the time they have the New Year. That means the Muslims observe this as a New Year. So when Navratri starts, is the New Year. That means it's the 12th month for them. And so many things are suggestive of that. That why should it be 12 months? Why should the goddess be born at 12 o'clock? All this has a special meaning and which you can find out, but only possible when you are not reflecting. This is what is the state in which you are really in connection with the all-pervading power. Otherwise, you are not there. You are not one with that state. To be one with that state, you have to be absolutely silent within yourself. For the goddess, she is silent. There's a fight on, she's silent. Because she's so confident. She knows about her powers. She knows Mahishasur or any Sur cannot trouble her, cannot touch her. She knows what are their powers are, and she knows all her powers. So she doesn't have to be disturbed by anything. She's not disturbed. Because she's really the personification of this peace state, where she's so powerful. She doesn't have to know about her powers, she doesn't have to ask the powers to exert, they just work automatically. This is the state in which you will be amazed, so many things happen unknowingly, without your doing anything. And that is what we call as coincidences. But actually it's not coincidence. It is the state in which we are in a thoughtless awareness, and then the Parama Chaitanya is related to us. Absolutely related. We are there. And that works out everything for us. So in Sahaja Yoga, this time, as you know about the goddess, what she has done, so much work for years together. Now you all have become realized souls. And you must understand that complete confidence in yourself, complete understanding about yourself, never to have any fear, never to have any thoughts which can bombard your mind. At that state, you are the most powerful person.
I hope for this Navratri you will realize what work the goddess has done for you, how much she's worked hard, how much she's fought, she's been fighting with these horrible devils and rakshasas. And sometimes I feel now these devils are within us. They are not outside. And that comes to us because we reflect too much on things. If you talk to any one of the Western people, you are amazed as if all the media they have on their heads. They know about each and every person, what he did, what was this, what was that. But he's not worried. He doesn't think how he can improve it, how you can work it out. At this state of thoughtless awareness, you encompass the whole universe. And at that state, this power works wherever the problem may be. So we have to understand our value, that we have this power within ourselves. And this is to be respected and to give credit to the goddess, because she's done so much work for us that she should not feel that it's now they got realization just for a song and they are not bothered. They don't know how to develop it. She will not be in any way hurt, but her work, what she has done, we have to see, we have to understand, we have to have a feeling that somehow, as we now have got enlightenment, we should try to be people as complete instruments of that power. That's only possible when you don't have your own ideas, your own interference. Complete instrument, just like as I said, this instrument has to be perfectly all right, otherwise it cannot work. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीमहालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्रीसहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
I hope you can all feel, and I hope you're all enjoying this beautiful silence within. Holy Mother, by your grace, may we all be one with you. May we all be beyond this mind, these thoughts, these emotions. Mother, by your grace, may we all be surrendered, fully, fully surrendered at your lotus feet. And Mother, may we all feel the unity between us. May we all feel the peace within ourselves. May we all feel the joy, the pure joy in ourselves. Dear Mother, we humbly thank you for all the blessings that you bestow upon us every single moment. Dear beautiful family, it was a pleasure to lead the meditation this evening. I will leave you to enjoy and meditate as much as you want this evening. And I will leave you hearing some piano music for meditation played by our dear Sahaj brother, Jay Shwataji.